Greetings, everyone. Greetings, everyone. Greetings, everyone. Greetings, everyone. Okay, guys, hold on while I try to fix this. Okay, greetings, everyone. Starting a little bit late. Okay, greetings, everyone. Starting a little bit late. Just please bear with me while I try to correct this echo. Just please bear with me while I try to correct this echo. Just please bear with me while I try to correct this echo. Just please bear with me while I try to. Okay, hopefully that's better. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay, hopefully that's better. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay, hopefully that's better. Can you guys hear me okay? Why is there an echo? All right, I think I have corrected it. Let's see. All right, can you guys hear me now? Is anyone present? Let's see this one. Okay, please post in the text box if you are here. Let's see if we can. If you guys can hear me, please post in the comment box. Okay. Mhm. I believe I sent you the correct link. Um, I apologize for the delay, and I mean, I'm still working on trying to get this right. Okay, let me see if I can put this correct link. I think I did, so we can get some other people's on here. Give me 1 second, please. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I'm doing the greatest job with sharing the links. I guess put this on a link again, because when I try to check it, and then that's what creates all of the echoes and things of that nature. So trying to put this on Facebook. All right. Okay, I'm not gonna over all is well, and we're just gonna move forward today, this evening. Okay, let's see. And also, we're recording, so others will be able to see this. Thank you for joining. Okay, so welcome. Welcome to the Siri Gayatri exercise, an education session. We're doing this within the cycle of the red moon Wavespell, which consists of 13 days, and of which key words are universal waters, purifies, and flow. And so this is definitely the period or cycle when it is most advantageous for us to focus on purifying our waters, purifying the universe or universe, and creating a flow. I won't out Not coincidentally, it has been raining and thundering and hurricanes. So far, I have heard about 3 or 4 different states. It has been raining down here in South Carolina, on and off for the last few days. It has been hurricaning and raining in Philadelphia. They have, which is my home state, they have several trees down, um, sinkholes, all kinds of stuff. As well as Chicago, I have heard that it's also been raining, and we know those waters are purifying. And again, not coincidentally, um, we may not even understand the power of our doing these particular types of exercises, meditating, and Kundalini yoga. We are directly connected to the divine earth. Okay, we are her, and she is us. And so when we do these types of meditations and come together, we can affect many things that is happening on this planet right now. Okay. So within the 13 moon wave spell, um, we are on the day or the plasma that is called the blue resonant eagle. And so this particular archetype deals with our vision. Okay, eagles are very much able to they're visionaries. They can see from very far away, which means they can see the bigger picture, and they can hone in on their prey or anything that they are deciding to to get to. So this plasma or day is represented by the blue resonant eagle. And its affirmation states, I channel in order to create, inspiring mind. I seal the output of vision with the resonant tone of attunement, and I am guided by the power of accomplishment. So we can align that with the particular wave spell that we're in and hone in on the blue resonant eagle that deals with the vision. And so I would love for us today um, for our Kundalini meditation to focus on whatever vision that we have for ourselves or for whatever vision that we have for the planet. So this is going to be unique to each one of you that's watching now, or anyone that is watching in the future. The vision that you have for the planet or for the world or for your community or for your family or for your goals and your purpose. How do you see yourself? We have to purposefully, our vision, our inner visions are extremely powerful because if we don't construct a vision, then we're kind of at the mercy of whatever may be going on around us. Because you have to remember that we are conduits, we are receivers, and we are emitters. So we're constantly, whether we're doing it on purpose or not, we are emitting our frequencies. We are emitting our vibrations. And I had an experience. I had a few years back. I had a death experience with 5-MeO DMT in Mexico, and directly after the experience, I was completely attuned to the planet, to the earth. And when I say completely attuned, I mean that I felt like I was the tree. I felt like I was the air. I felt like I was the insects and the birds. And what I realized in those moments is that it doesn't matter if you're in your house, at your job, um, on a boat, um, it doesn't matter where you are and what you are doing. Rather you believe that it is a something private, okay, or something public. Your energies, our energies are always being emitted into the collective consciousness. Always. Now, we may, consciously, people may not pick up on it. And some of us have the ability to pick up on it. However, all of our frequencies, our thought patterns, our vibrations are always being emitted and shared with the collective. And one thing that I know intuitively is that we think that I'm just minding my business over here. However, collectively, all of these energies, right, that either come through us subconsciously, unconsciously, or consciously, affect the planet. And when I say that, I'm speaking about everything from how our children are being born, how the children of the planets are being born. So when our children are born with cancers and diseases, and we ask, where did this come from? We didn't ask for this. This doesn't run in my family, and things of that nature. When our children are born like that, it is directly linked and tied to our thought forms, our vibrations, our frequencies, our behaviors. And so, we hear so much about, um, I'm just going to use, melanated beings and being the aboriginal and indigenous and the primal beings, and we was here first. Well, if that's the case, then we have maybe more responsibility in our awareness, because everything that we're doing, thinking, believing doesn't just affect us individually. It affects the whole. And so we have to begin getting out of the blame game, and get into our sovereign frequencies, or into our sovereign position, and be the one, because we all are the one. Everyone is the chosen one. Be in our sovereign frequency as the one, and do our individual parts in being responsible for all that is occurring on this planet. What can I do? A lot. And what I do for myself, I'm doing for others. Okay. So the more that we share, the more we be responsible for how we think, and the things that we are attaching to. the way that we respond to situations and circumstances and events is very much um, relevant to how the world is operating. So that may not be a very fun thing to hear. However, is very much true. Okay. So we are going to focus our vision on something that we want to bring out, something that we want to emphasize, okay, for ourselves, for others, for our household. It could be anything. Hopefully, it's positive. Okay, let's go on to the next slide. The healing vibration and understanding how the sound currents of the Siri Gayatri, which is the Rama Dasa, transform conscious awareness and physiology. So this is basically everything that I'm speaking about. The mantra in and of itself, the Kundalini yoga and mantra helps us to clear, to cleanse, and to align with the highest vibration possible. And then we are enacting our vision, our vibration, and sending that out into the universe. So this is very powerful indeed. It may seem like something small and insignificant, and you're not only doing this for yourself, you're doing this for the planet. And that's what Blue Eagle is symbolic of, the bigger vision. Okay. But even if you do something on an individual level, you're also doing it from the planet. There is no way that we get out of this. There's no way that we get out of this. We cannot separate ourselves from the all, from the collective energies. we cannot. And so the more that we are consciously aware and we are making an intention to evolve every single moment, every single breath is an opportunity to do it again. Okay? Every moment is the power of now. Every moment is the power of now, and from that now position, we are emitting our vibrations out into the universe. And so, again, I take responsibility. All of these things that are, truth be told, all of these things that are transpiring, government, all of these things, this is all us. And we have to begin to recognize how these events and these themes are being played out, and these roles are being played out, and how it correlates to how we think and how we move about on this planet. Okay? Are we being governed because we don't know how to govern ourselves? So now there's these these unconscious aspects of ourselves that are moving around and operating, and we're looking at that like, oh yeah, that's not me. We have to take responsibility for ourselves on a conscious level. then there would be no government. There would be no reason for these unconscious aspects of ourselves to be in a position looking like they're commanding us to do certain things or to align with things that we don't want to align. You know, people are going to hear this and not really like it. It is all us. It is all us. When we are not able to govern ourselves, then there's these energies, these unconscious energies that are running amok. When we are able to govern ourselves and be in our authentic vibration and position, especially the divine feminine as the Isis, as the the Isis, the Isis, the Ishtar's command, then there will be no need for these external governments. We're looking at these governments and the things that they're doing like they're crazy. You know, we hear, I am another you, yet we're not all the way cognizant of how that applies to what we are disseminating into the universe, either consciously or unconsciously. And a lot of it is unconsciously. Because the unconscious is said to be 90% of the program. You have the iceberg with the top half that you can see, which is the conscious, that the transactions in that we can see every day by way of the bright sun. But there's this other 90%, right? The moon aspect, the mind, the deep inner mind aspect that is operating many times unbeknownst to us. What does this mean? It means that your doubts are going or are being emitted and being sent out. Your fears are being sent out. And I'm not suggesting that the unconscious part of you is, you know, is negative energies or any of those things. But when we see these things in the operating world, then back to the lab. You know, the other day we were on and, you know, the sister was speaking about, does this help with shadow work? Nowhere in these presentations does it say shadow work. However, yes, it does. You're talking about the moon energies, the lesser light, and not lesser meaning in value, but the light that is that we're not fully aware of, the operations that are going on within the, you know, the unconscious or the subconscious psyche. So this is considered shadow work. And we have to begin to face ourselves, face these aspects of ourselves and align with them so that we can be able to, you know, in order for us to do it, we have to do away with the shame and the fear. And that coincides with the Kimi, kin to, you know, I'm kin to 2-6. So surrendering, okay, and going through the death process and being reborn. We have to marry those aspects of our psyche, meaning take responsibility for them so that we can dissipate the negative aspect of it. merge with it, and you, because it's all energy. It's all energy, and what? And energy cannot be destroyed. So we have to face those unknown aspects of ourselves and transmute them. And then that way, we begin to discipline and have and accumulate divine personal power, and they become our allies. Those aspects of ourselves deep within the psyche and our unconscious mind and subconscious mind become our allies. And this is one of the reasons why it is very vital to discontinue with shaming people. People that, even our abusers, the ones that abuse, the ones that are addicted to drugs, the ones that are homeless, the ones that, all of these things. We have to desist in shaming those people and ostracizing those beings. As divine feminine, the way I see it is that we have the responsibility in loving those beings unconditionally, allowing the sacred space so that they can heal. These are all aspects of us as a collective. Because until we do that, there's always going to be these levels of separation in these beings that are, aspects of ourselves that we don't want to contend with. I don't like that person. I don't like that part of me. Look at this gut I got. I don't want to show that part of me. You are sending that aspect of you into the shadows. And it will grow in the shadows. Until we are able to love ourselves completely and without, devoid of conditions. And then these so-called, or these erratic beings, these crazy beings, and will stop showing up in our reality. We're not going to separate it and from it until we embrace it, until we merge with it and heal it and hold it unconditionally with love. And so this Kundalini mantra is a wonderful way. Sometimes when we deal with healing techniques and, and people, we're doing these, I'm a Reiki master, and things like that. I do a lot of healing energy work, and, people are so used to wanting to see things according to how they want to see them. And they don't even understand that it's happening. The magic is happening. But, you may think that it has to happen this way. Oh, I have to feel absolutely good and gorgeous or something pleasant. Sometimes things happen in an unpleasant way. Sometimes you will actually face those energies. So you might have a nightmare. Well, shoot, it's like here, and we did some healing work, and now I'm having the nightmares. That stuff don't work. The nightmare is the aspect of is this is your soul, your spirit is showing you exactly the things and giving you the opportunity to heal, to merge, to align, and then transmute those energies. So it's not we gotta have to kind of get out of this good bad type of thing. Because all things are working for us at all times. If we learn to recognize it as such, as opposed to putting forth so much judgment. And I'm not, listen, I'm not perfect in it. I'm also not, I don't have any fear in calling myself out. That's the one of the things that I love about myself. I will call myself out. Okay. So gratitude, for us sticking with these processes and knowing that even though we may not see a perfected reflection tomorrow or next week, all of these things are being integrated right into the whole output and the whole picture. Okay, so let's move on. We're about to get into the sound currents. Okay. This is talking a little bit about the Siri Gayatri mantra and how it's a universal healing tool, bridging the ether to the earth by way of the sounds that the seed mantras. Lately, I've been getting a lot of sounds that, like sound phrases that that come to me that seemingly don't make any sense to the average English speaking person. But I've realized that I hear them sometimes, and when I'm in a hypnagogic state, which is the state that between sleep and awakening. And once I come to and sort of wake up, I'm chanting these sounds. Recently, one of the sounds that came through was ayaya ayama. And I'm laying in my bed, and all of a sudden I'm hearing myself ayaya ayama ayaya ayama. And this can happen to any one of us. We have to be aware because it's so natural. Um, it's important to not shoo those things away. Oh, what the heck was I saying? See, align with what it is that you're feeling when you're saying these things. These are forms of light language, forms of dragon language, and we have to allow ourselves sometimes to just go with that flow when these particular sounds sometimes that come from a natural place. Okay, so there are particular seed syllables that align with everything from the earth into the cosmos and in between. So, and that's with the Kundalini, the chi, the life force, and this exercise deals with bringing, activating that life force energy and sending it up through all of the chakras and the energy portals to cleanse, to clear, mostly so that we can align what is so much very natural. Prosperity, abundance, peace, harmony, all of those energetic frequencies. And then by way of focusing our intent, we can emphasize, because it's already there, right? Creation is all, it's already there, but emphasize, magnify those aspects of creation that we are choosing to amplify. Okay. And it's a wonderful opportunity, this plasma, to work with the blue eagle and in our vision. Right? I channel in order to create inspiring mind. And we know what mind is. Mind is man, mind is mana, mind is moon, mind is money. I seal the output of vision with the resonant tone of attunement. I am guided by the power of accomplishment. So we are attuning our vision to create what we are choosing to accomplish or bring forward into this realm. And we're using the Kundalini yoga as a tool to do that. Okay, and so we have Ra, Ma, Da, Sa, Sa, Say, So, Hung. These are the seed sounds that we're utilizing in this particular mantra, and each one resonates with, a different frequency or element or etherical component. Ra being the sun, Ma the moon, Da the earth, Sa infinity. There's infinity sign. Sa internalized infinity. This side is supposed to be the longer side. Sa, the sacred thou, soul, and hung. Okay. And then this is how, I know these are kind of small, please forgive me. These are the chakra alignments, okay, that is activating and what they represent. Okay, and then here is the posture. And you can do this on the floor, or you can do it in a chair with your feet flat on the floor, or the ground preferably. And these are your palms are extended, and sometimes throughout the meditation your palms are going to naturally, don't worry about that, but just make an intent that they're extended back and your thumbs are extended and your elbows near your rib. Okay, touching, making that connection to that aspect of that. And so look, when that Kundalini energy, go back a little bit. When that Kundalini energy is rising up the spine, and so now you have your arms that is connecting, right, to those energy centers, and this is one way of shooting that energy out. Because the palms are also emitters and receivers. They have eyes within them. So all of the parts of the body are connected in somehow. Okay. So I love learning more about how the parts of our body, this hand is not just to pick up something or to put down something or to give somebody the finger, is used. All of the fingers, all of it has more purposes. They have physical purposes, and they also have mental and spiritual correlations. I was sharing a dream that I had, and there was these beings that were, they looked like demons or zombies or whatever it is that they were, and we were taking them, was a group of us, and we were going to them and then taking them, and my fingers was in a certain position, sort of like that, and then I would take it and point it to their solar plexus and chant this mantra, and then it would dissipate. So we know that, well, you guys don't know, but my guide is white wizard that deals with enchanting. One of the aspects of that is enchanting, and so that naturally comes through me, hearing words and sounds. A lot of times I don't know what they mean, not in a way that I can elucidate it or speak it. I just feel the vibration of it, and I see it in a way like it's not like you're seeing something in the external realm, but it's like a seeing feeling that sometimes I say I see/feel, because I'm not actually seeing a vision of it, but somehow it's correlating to an inner vision and a feeling. Okay, so this is the mudra that we're doing. And they put in the chat, I feel like I'm talking a lot. If you guys are comprehending what's being said or aligning with what's being said, or if you still can hear me, post a comment in the chat box if you've had similar experiences where you wake up saying, chanting or singing or seeing something, or these are aspects of, or waking up and feeling like you're still in that dream. These are aspects of some powerful force within us that we're not always cognizant of, but it's very important to, give adequate love and focus to those, situations. Okay. All right. So the mudra also, the whole Ramadasa meditation, or the Siri Gayatri meditation, helps to balance the 5 zones of the brain. Okay, hemisphere synchronization. Stretching the wrist completely and pulling back the thumbs puts the precise tension on critical pressure zones and meridian channels. That's the word I was looking for, the meridians, right? So this right here, it puts tension and pressure. It puts attention on the critical pressure zones and meridian channels. And that subsequently balances the 5 zones of both the left and right hemispheres of the brain to unlock the neutral mind. Because before we can sort of access, the deeper, some of the forces and energies, is we have to neutralize with all of the other crap that's going on. Okay. And so we're about to start the actual meditation. And I'm going to run through it real quick. And then I'm going to go off screen and play the background and leave us to it, okay? So You're going to take a deep inhalation. You are, let me back up a little bit. Matter of fact, let me see if I can put myself, okay, all right. All right, so I hope y'all can see me. I know it's kind of dark in here. Okay, seated on a position, in a chair or on the floor, feet flat on the ground. And this is the position, elbows to the like rib cage, the hands extended back, the thumbs stretched out because, as I said, you're activating particular channels and meridians, okay? And your eyes will be slightly closed or all the way closed. If you are cognizant to put, feel pleasant, be in a heart space. And I just had a vision come up naturally, okay? And then focus focus on your intent, the vision that you are choosing to amplify, to bring into this reality, okay? And, okay, I'm going to go through it. So you breathe in. And with that in breath, you're holding that breath and you are stating sounding the seed mantras. I'm going to put it in the chat real quick before I move on. So everyone has it. And so it's Brahmada sa sa se so hung. Okay. Ramada sa sa se so hung. All right. Now, again, this is the mudra. You take that deep breath, fill your lungs with air. Ramada sa sa se so hung. When you say, excuse me, when you say hung, you pull in the navel as far back as you can. You guys need to feel this pull to the back of your spine. And then you release the breath, okay? After you hung, and then you take another deep breath. You're taking a deep breath through your nose. This is what activates the Sushumna channels. Ramada sa sa se so hung. Pull the navel into the back of that spine. And release, and then come right back up. Ramada sa sa se so hung. Okay, release. And basically that's all there is to it. And it's extremely powerful. It is engaging all of your senses because you're doing something with this right here is activating meridians in your body. The Kundalini energy is going up, your breathing, your intent, and your focus on your vision. This is all transpiring, okay? And you can do it for 11 minutes. You can do it 31 minutes. You can do it how many times a day that you choose to do it. Now, real quickly, I'm going to run through. We've been talking about the benefits all night. It has multiple healing benefits, universal healing benefits. You can use it to heal yourself, heal your pet, heal your circumstance, heal your household, heal unknown people in an unknown state. You can heal things that's going on, police brutality. You can focus your intent on whatsoever you choose, or you can just hone in on it for yourself, okay? So, do we have any questions? Do we have any questions? Okay. And even if you're watching this show, this podcast later on, I will come back and look at it, okay? And attempt to answer your questions. And I know some of the things that have been said on this may disturb certain people. Like, I'm not responsible for, it is what it is. All right. This is this is the only way to begin to affect the whole collective, right? Is by taking responsibility and taking doing your parts, right? And transmuting the energy. You're collecting and gathering old energy, right? Um, um, uh, like killing, where you can't really kill energy, but you're taking it and stripping it, the negative energy from it, and then reutilizing that fuel and energy, right, to align with you and redirecting it towards a particular purpose. Ashe. Okay, we are going to start in a minute. Let me turn my mic off while I look for the um, background music. Okay, we have it all lined up. And, I've been wanting to do this meditation for a minute and share it with everyone. And finally, I'm so elated, even though we got one person watching, it doesn't matter. I know that this is going to be spread and utilized, and I'm doing my part. Um, and No, it's going to be it is magnificent. Okay, this is a healing technique, a healing tool, and if anyone watching this wants me to come through, wants me to join your show and elucidate this technique, I am so happy to do so. Okay. Okay, we're going to begin. And I am going to run the first couple rounds on camera, and then I'm going to probably mute my camera out. Okay, I'm still a little bit camera shy. Okay, so everyone get in position. Just first, before we go into it, I want you to close your eyes, right, and kind of feel the energy that's around you, all right, that's in your auric field. Okay, if you have something that is on your mind, that is bothering you, that is distracting you, you have the power in this moment to dissipate it. Okay, all you have to do is say and feel an intent, clarity, present moment, clarity. Okay, I am here now. and I matter. Okay? So let's just clear out the energy and be in the present moment. All right, all is well, all is beautiful. Okay? This beauty, this harmony, this peace, this love, this abundance, this joy is coming through. Is shining brightly. Okay? All right. Okay, so just let out and through the nose. All right. And attune to the heart chakra for a moment. Okay. Smile. Smile. You are beautiful. We are beautiful. We are love. This is Isis energy, Isis energy. Okay. Unconditional divine love, right? As well as the Heka'u. This is the Heka'u, all right? And we're sending it into the universe. Okay, so I'm going to run through a couple rounds of this, and I'm going to go off of camera, and let's begin. Okay. So get ready to take that deep cleansing breath in and hold it, and then remember when you say hung, you're pulling your navel, your belly button to the back of your spine, and then you release. Don't be lazy, y'all. Okay? Don't be lazy. And then you're coming right back up with it. All right? So here we go. Oops, wait a minute. My bad. Let me turn the speaker on.
Power on. Ready for connection. Bluetooth connected.
Okay. Hung, pull that navel to the back of the spine. Release right back up through the nose. Hung, pull the navel to the back of the spine. Put it out. In. Hung, pull that navel to the back of the spine. Let it out. Back up. Hung. Okay, please continue. Remember, you're being present. Snatch that navel into the back of the spine, release, and right back up. Let it all out, and right back up through the nose. say, so hum. What is your focus? What is your vision that you have for yourself, for the planet? Say, so hum. What is your natural inclination saying? Who are you? What do you want to share with this world? Say, so hum. Pull the navel to the back of the spine and let it all out. Back up through the nose. Say, so hum. Bring forth your vision. Back up. Say, so hum. Pull that navel to the back of the spine and let it all out and right back in. So hum. Pull that navel into the back of the spine and let out the air right back up. Allow yourself to dream. Allow your vision to come into fruition. This is a manifestation ritual. So hum. Out, back in. So hum. Allow yourself to see yourself in riches and abundance. So hum. See yourself as being already healed. You are complete and whole. So hum. See the harmony in your family. See y'all together, loving, laughing, in peace. So hum. Bring that navel to the back of the spine and feel that pull, feel that heat. Back up. So hum. Pull that navel in. Let it all out. Back up through the nose. So hum. Let it all out. So Breathe in. So back up through the nose, deep. Let it all out. Back up. Humble, let navel into the back of the spine and let it all out. Right back up. Feel the gratitude. Feel the gratitude for your vision coming true, manifesting in the outer realms. Feel the gratitude as if it is already here, because it is. Deep breath in. Snatch that navel to the back of the spine and release all the air, and then right back up through the nose. All right. Gratitude. Okay. Ground in all of this beautiful energy, gratitude. And if you choose to, you can take hands from the heart, okay, come down into the womb area and come back up and send it out. Whatever your focus is or was, you can send it out. This is thank you guys for watching, and please share this video. And I haven't titled, oh, I feel so calm. I haven't titled this video with a certain name and like manifestation ritual for riches and things like that. However, this is exactly what that is. We are utilizing aspects of ourselves, the planetary bodies, the sun, the moon, the earth, the ethers, to bring forth our vision. This is exactly a manifestation ritual. Okay? So keep that in mind when it's slightly challenging to manifest in the midst of chaos or distraction until you get really good with it, right? So this meditation, it carries a very powerful divine protection with it, a natural divine protection, right? But this is very much a manifestation ritual. And with that, I am Zakia L. This is Happy Spirit Empath Suite. All are welcome. And let me hit this last slide for you guys. Let's see. This. Okay. Add to stage. Okay. So distance healing power. This all across time and space. Okay. We're sending healing energy to ourselves, to our subconscious selves, to anyone across the room in another state, to any circumstance, situation, anything. Okay. So right, you guys can email me if you want links to more videos like this. Subscribe. My email is happyspirits@gmail.com, and I have a Etsy shop, happyspirit.etsy.com, where I sell holistic tinctures and formulas, and I have a lot of wonderful formulas that I want to share with you guys. And it's all in alliance with everything that I do. And so with that, I will say thank you for showing up. Thank you for watching. Be sure to share, like this video, and namaste. So long. See you next time. Signing out.